entered this week with one thought, one idea, and that was I've never seen a bad Jackie Chan movie. Or rather, I've never seen a Jackie Chan movie I didn't like at least a little bit, or that I actively didn't like. Until yesterday, when I watched The Medallion.
In the year of the snake, a child shall be chosen, and at his touch, a reborn shall be endowed with extraordinary supernatural powers.
A hidden treasure, protected by a young guardian, stolen.
Bring me the boy.
By a master of evil, and pursued by an unlikely hero.
Inspector Eddie Yang.
Satisfied?
Jordan, this movie is a particular kind of bad. It's a kind of bad that's like really hard to describe. It's the kind of, and before we get on to the gushing I'm gonna do about all these movies which I liked, we're gonna talk about the one movie which I actively didn't, because this movie it doesn't make any sense. So okay, The Medallion, for those of you who don't know, the Jackie Chan movie.
I don't know.
He is a Hong Kong detective working with Interpol, looking for a gangster evil bad guy, who wants to get a magic boy who, using a magic medallion, can bring once every 1,000 years bring people back from the dead. And if they have one half of the medallion, they're like super strong and they have superpowers, but they can still die. And the medallion can both give life and take life away. And the movie is basically just about Jackie Chan saving this boy and stopping the bad guy.
Okay, so what makes it so bad?
Okay, first of all,
because it sounds like a pretty standard Jackie Chan movie.
First of all, the rules are unbelievably convoluted. Like, how it works is unclear. Like, they're like, oh, he's invincible, so like at a point he eventually gets superpowers. Also, the pacing is really bad. So the movie is supposed to be about him getting superpowers, but he doesn't get superpowers till like almost 30 minutes into it. And again, the superpowers rules are confusing. Like, there's a bit where like one of the guys is married to this like Chinese woman, and like they say that he's keeping the fact that he's an Interpol agent secret from her, but then at one point the bad guys show up and she seems to also be a secret agent. Like, she's hyper like competent with a gun, but like it's not made clear as to whether or not why she is that, like why she's super like why she also looks like a secret agent. And like I messaged it to you, but at the beginning of the movie, Jackie Chan has a mullet. Like, he's got a completely different hairstyle. And then the opening scene happens, and they lose the boy, and then it cuts to 2 weeks later, and he now has a completely different haircut. But the characters talk. It goes 2 weeks later, but the characters talk as though it's been like weeks or months or like years. Like they're speaking to each other as if it's been like a long time. But like,
right.
2 weeks is not that long.
Not that long, no.
Not the way these characters are acting. It's so he's like at one point he's like, oh, you quit, and I had to walk away, and he was like, it's like, you guys saw each other like 2 weeks ago. Like, what is this? Or he's like, we used to be partners, but nothing. So it almost seems like in editing they cut out a subplot, or like the first 15 minutes where there was like establishing bits with these characters together. Also, like, the rules of how it works don't make any sense. And like, it starts off with he's already doing Jackie Chan shit. Like, I thought it was a thing of like he was a normal guy, and then the medallion gave him the power to do Jackie Chan shit. But no, he could already do Jackie Chan shit. So like, when him getting superpowers doesn't really make him any more interesting, or it just makes him kind of invincible, which cuts into the drama of like there's no drama. And the movie ultimately ends with both him and the love interest wind up with superpowers, and then they just run off into the sunset, and they still have superpowers. It's really dumb.
I mean,
the editing.
okay.
The editing makes them is like incoherent. It's so bizarre. Like the Jackie Chan stuff doesn't even look that good. He barely fights anybody, and this is a problem that's going to come up again later. But in these movies, it hits a point where when the fights, Jackie Chan almost looks too good that it becomes unbelievable that he would lose to anyone. If that makes sense.
He's invincible, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I'll explain it better when we get to Enter the Dragon. But yeah, it's really bad. I was like, this is not good. The best part of the movie is the bloopers and the ending credits that happen at the end of every Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah, where you get to see his failed stunts.
Yeah, like there's a really funny running gag in there where she slaps him in the face and feels bad about it. And he's like, oh, why'd you stop?
3 months and not so much as a phone call. Oh my God, that made me so nervous. I slapped you so hard.
Oh, come on! Oh my God! I got slapped for nothing!
I'm so...
Ah!
Oh no! Jackie, I'm so sorry. That hurt me.
No! You should continue filming!
I know!
Now I got another one!
No!
Oh, alright, try it again.
Why'd you stop? Now I got slapped for nothing, and we're gonna have to do it again. and then there's another blooper later on in the blooper reel where she does it again, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh, you did it again! Oh my God!" And he's like, he seems like genuinely getting frustrated. It's so funny. It was really funny. Yeah. Otherwise, not very good movie. And it's funny because when I was reading about this, I was gonna pick the Tuxedo, but I was like, oh, this feels like this will have a more martial arts bend to it. It didn't. But I was like, oh, I was gonna watch the Tuxedo, and every review I read for this was like, oh, it's better than the Tuxedo, and I was like, I don't see how that's possible. I don't see how that's possible. This was really bad. This was not good. That's it. That's the Medallion. Bad movie.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Endcard Justin here again. Let me know down in the comments down below, do you agree? Is Medallion a bad movie, or do you like this movie? Do you think it's a good movie? Feel free to disagree in the comments, but let me know either way. But if you would like to see the full episode that this video is from, you click the video on the left where we talked about all kinds of kung fu martial arts movies with Bruce Lee and Jet Li and all sorts of guys like that. Or you click the box on the right, and that's going to take you to a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. Otherwise, leave this video a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.